I love Star Wars. I love the comic books. I love the novels. I love the TV shows. I love the toys. I love the underwear. I love the condoms. And I love the movies. All of the movies, including the prequels.
In fact, when the prequels came out, I was always defending them. Yes, they lacked the Saturday morning serial charm of the original trilogy, and yes, there was no Han Solo for the guys to model themselves by. But god damn it, it was the story of Anakin. And while they were not, nor they could ever be as great as the original trilogy, they all had their charm. And no, I am not a Jar Jar Binks supporter at all. I hated every bit of the Michelle Tanner ripoff of a character as the rest of you did. However, I did see Jar Jar coming and was pretty much prepared for him.
How? Ewoks: The Battle for Endor.
This was the shrewdest example of Star Wars as a product than I've ever seen. Here we have an audience thirsting for more Star Wars anything during a pinnacle of the Star Wars mania. You have these cute, cuddly teddy bears that just so happen to be righteous badasses when it comes to combat, yet the kids love them and want to take them home as stuffed animals. So why not make a couple of movies on the cheap with some local midgets from San Francisco and shoot it in your backyard?
If you're George Lucas, then why the hell not?
So the movie begins with Sindel and Wicket frolicking in the forest when all of a sudden...
Sindel leave soon?
I guess so. The Star Cruiser's almost fixed. We're gonna have to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
Yes, Wicket talked. And he'll talk some more.
So Sindel and Wicket have this spirited and intellectual conversation of the pains best friends go through that have to go their separate ways, when all of a sudden, a group of mercenaries storm the Ewok village, capturing many Ewoks and murdering Sindel's mother and brother, with, of course, Sindel witnessing the entire thing. Sindel and Wicket make their way back to Sindel's dad, only to find out that he too has been found by the mercenaries. And what are they looking for?
I want the power. You will give it to me now.
I haven't got anything that's valuable here. We're strangers here. We just...
Is this not a hidden ship? Are you not the guardian of the power?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, he talks in the abstract. Make something up. Find something and find something and say, here, this is the power you're looking for, and then get the fuck out of there.
No, please.
Just kill him.
So Sindel's dad manages to escape the mercenaries and finds Sindel to give her an inspirational speech.
Do you remember the story I used to tell you about the little bird who got blown out of his nest?
This guy can't bullshit his way out of anything. He tells motivational stories about birds who fall out of their nests. This guy's gonna get Father of the Year.
So Sindel runs and gets captured by the Witch Queen and is taken back to be transported to the mercenaries' castle.
You are a pretty prize.
And you are a pedophile with really bad taste.
So Sindel is reunited with Wicket and the Ewoks, and they try to find a way to escape.
What do you say? Oh, too small. Ewok too big.
Well, break a couple more boards. There, end the movie.
So Wicket and Sindel escape, only to be chased by a couple of mercenaries. So where do they go? You got it, up a fucking mountain!
Sindel, in here. Oh.
These mercenaries should have been a blowjob.
Oh no! We can't get down this way.
And Sindel should have been an earfuck. Something tells me this aha moment was not sponsored by Mutual of Omaha.
So Wicked begins to build a hang glider only to wake up a monster while looking for parts. The monster captures Sindel and flies off.
Okay, movie's over. What's next? Fuck.
So Sindel and Wicked crash land, the monster flies off, and they begin looking for shelter. They run into a mischievous little creature who leads them to an empty house.
I swear to God, this character is addicted to crack. I mean, look at his teeth.
So they decide to make this abandoned house their home, only to find out that it belongs to an old hermit named Noah, played by Wilford Brimley.
How'd you get here?
Noah kicks them out, but after a while has a change of heart and takes them in for the night. Meanwhile, the king mercenary tries to figure out how to work the power coupling when he decides that Sindel would be able to figure it out.
Find me that child! Find me that child!
Got it the first time, dude.
So Sindel and Wicked decide to follow Noah to see where he goes every day, only to find out that he was stranded on Endor as well.
How'd you get here?
A long time ago. My friend Salak and I. We were a couple of young fellows out to tear up the galaxy. Ha! On our first mission, we crashed. Here.
So what is it with Endor? Is it like the mecca for people to crash land on? And if so, why did the Empire think this was the perfect spot to construct the second Death Star?
Later that night, Sindel hears a voice in the distance, and being the genius that she is, she goes out to find it, only to be captured by the Witch Queen. So naturally, Wicked and Noah decide to go after her and head off to the mercenary's castle. Meanwhile, Sindel is presented to the head mercenary.
What have you done with the Ewoks?
Ewoks?
My friends. Where are they?
Ah, the Ewoks, of course. Your friends. They are my friends too.
You better not have hurt them.
Oh, I won't hurt them. Not if you make this work.
What do you mean?
Make it work!
I can't!
I wonder why the Empire didn't strike these guys.
So Tarek has the Queen Witch and Sindel put in the dungeon. Meanwhile, Noah and Wicked storm the castle to rescue Sindel. And to make a long story short, they succeed with rescuing Sindel, the power supply, and all of the Ewoks. They escape and run to the Ewok village for the final battle.
And what I told you in 5 seconds took 10 minutes of film time. Do you draw things out much, Lucas?
Anyway, they reach the Ewok village and go for some totally brutal Ewok violence. Meanwhile, Noah puts the power supply into the spaceship hoping for it to work. Complications arise when Wicked gets trapped and Sindel goes out to save him.
Run, Noah, run! Save yourself! Go to Coruscant and do a catheter commercial or something.
But no! Noah decides that Sindel has grown on him and tries to bargain with Tarek by trading the power supply for Sindel. But that just leads up to a fight.
I really don't care who wins right now.
But Tarek is defeated. Sindel and Wicked say their goodbyes as she takes off with Noah into the far reaches of the galaxy.
And that was Ewoks, the Battle for Endor.
Was it really all that bad? Well, yes and no. The story was a Heidi meets Snow White ripoff with mercenaries, and the acting was horrible. If you hated the Ewoks in Return of the Jedi, you would probably despise them in this film. However, the stop-motion special effects by Phil Tippett are really quite good. And yes, it did give us kids of the 80s more Star Wars to sink our teeth into for a while. But looking back on it now, I have one question. When did this movie take place? If it took place after Return of the Jedi, wouldn't the Empire have found both Noah and the mercenaries and either imprisoned them or even better kill them? But if it took place before Return of the Jedi, Wicket talks and understands English. Also, all of the Ewoks are very used to humans in their village. Why wouldn't Wicket be able to talk to Princess Leia when they first met and not capture Luke, Han, and Chewie? I mean, yeah, they had a big scare with the Empire taking over their moon, but these guys weren't wearing scary uniforms or looking like white and black robots. For you fanboys who claim that you were taken off guard by the ultimate shittiness that was Episode 1, should have really looked at this film and saw it coming. George Lucas's taste in child actors is evident here, with the casting of Sindel, who was only marginally better than Jake Lloyd. And the comedy bits in this film just paved the way for Jar Jar's clumsiness and fart jokes. In fact, the quality of Lucas's work only declined after this with the release of Howard the Duck, Willow, Radioland Murders, and, I know I'm going to get shit for this, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
What? It was the weakest of the original Indiana Jones trilogy. But that's another show. I'm Zack Scott, and I'll see you on the next Laserdisc Memories.
Kiba haba wesh, just kiba haba yoda. Love double mulaki waki lock zeta. Kimaki lapi neat double Darth Vader.
Goodbye, not good.